Hey, and let's see here. Let's see if we can get Mr. Joe Rich in here. All right. Can you hear us, brother?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, absolutely. Welcome to Sunday Mornings with a Tiki Man, and got the hippie chick down there. She's giving me a hard time this morning because I'm under the weather. You know, she's really been mean to me, so I was looking forward to having somebody else on the show.
Not to generalize about women, but when a man gets a cold, it's very difficult for females to understand what we're going through. So I sympathize with you.
That's right. That's right. Thank you. Finally, they've been beating up on me this morning. You know, I don't know what's going on, but anyway, welcome to the show, man. We mentioned a couple of weeks ago, whenever you sent that song over, we needed to get you on the show and talk about it. And you know, we talked this week on the phone, and I was like, I don't know that much about you, but I want everybody else to know about you, and so we thought we'd bring you on. So give us some feedback. Give us some information about you.
Well, I really appreciate you having me on the show, and I've been really into trop rock music for a very long time, and it's become a big part of who I am. It's a little difficult, though, because I live in New England. I live right outside of Boston, so it's not really the most popular thing. But I got really into Jimmy Buffett when I was like 26, and I just got so deep into him. I went to see him every time he came to Great Woods. As a matter of fact, I'm going to see the Coral Reefer Band when they come here with the Doobie Brothers in August.
Oh man, what a show!
Cool.
That'd be a great show.
And like I was saying, this was back in the days of MySpace. So with MySpace, I discovered Howard Livingston, and I discovered Dennis Bukagi and Yankee Jack, Brent Burns, all these great artists like Scott Kirby, and I got really into it. And the people I worked with were like, "What are you listening to?" And I was like, "Well, it's this complicated radio thing." And they're like, "I've never heard this before," and they thought I was a big weirdo, but I loved it. And then I started incorporating it into my own music because I'm an acoustic guitar player, and it really fit me really well. And some of the songs that I put on my first EP in 2014 had a real trop rock feel to it. And those ones seem to resonate with people. One was "The Sharks Are Coming." I wrote that with my nephew, and that had a real like tropical feel to it. And I thought, well, this is the kind of stuff that I do well with. I want to do this more. And I did a song called "Sex on the Beach" in 2017, and that was real trop rock. And I just started discovering other musicians that were into the same music, and it's a really welcoming community, like you had said. Mm-hmm. And I listen to it on my own anyways. I love this stuff. So, all these stations that are out there, I listen to them, and I buy the CDs. I'm really old-fashioned. I still buy CDs, so, I have it. I love it, and it's just it's a really prolific community, too. People are always collaborating and always making new music. And so last year, I just through the wonder of Facebook, I connected with Wayne Sinclair. And he's a singer-songwriter in Connecticut. He has his own studio called Steve Mitchell Studios. So we started recording together. And then, he collaborates with Alvy King, Rick Hopeful, all these other guys in Texas and stuff. And he opened me up to a whole world. And he said, do you want to sing these songs? And I said, yeah. I mean, I love all these songs. So, yeah. So we made an album called Flight Risk. And it was such a fun experience working with him. And so we're doing more of it now. And Beach Please is the first single from our next project, and it was written by Dave Rausch, who is an expatriated American, lives in Mexico. So he's like straight out of a Jimmy Buffett song, really. Yeah. And brilliant guy. And so he said, take it and make it yours. So I did, and I'm really happy with the way it came out. I'm really excited about it, so I'm trying to spread the word. And it's the first song of several. We've got a whole album we're putting together, Wayne and I, and it's going to be called Dollar Store Superman, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
That sounds fun.
Well, Wayne's probably got pages and pages and pages and books of songs just laying around that he's written over the years.
Oh my God, yeah, it's shocking. I mean, you look at his computer and he just has all these files, and he's like, "Well, do you want to sing this one?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, definitely."
That's cool, man.
It's all, yeah.
Well, that's cool. I mean, and you know, you talked about, you know, some of the names that you throw out there, Yankee Jack and stuff. That's old school Key West. You know, we used to love to go down to Key West when I don't think the hippie chick ever got to meet Yankee Jack. I think he passed away before she was going down there. But that's when Key West was really nice. You know, I mean, you just had all these characters everywhere, and it was a lure of the whole island.
Oh yeah, I was lucky. I got to see him. I think it was 2016. I went down to Key West with my wife, and we saw Scott Kirby in Key Largo. We saw Yankee Jack in Key West, and I got to, you know, I went up and said something to him like, "Geez, you know, I love your music," and you know, we talked about The Duration. Remember the song was The Duration?
Yeah.
You know, and I love that song. Like, you must really love it here. And he's like, "Oh, that goes without saying." And yeah, shortly after that, he passed. So I was really lucky to get to see him.
Yeah.
Michael McLeod, and you know, I got to meet Howard Livingston, which was awesome. And it was just, that was an amazing trip. I saw a lot of good musicians there.
Well, I am glad she got to meet Michael McLeod before he left Key West.
I loved him.
And it's just not the same not having him over there, you know, playing, you know. But, yeah, he left the island. But it is what it is, man. And so you've got this release out there, Beach Please. And so how many songs is on the new album?
We're going to shoot for 12 because the last one was 12. And my dad got me into music a long time ago, and I always felt like the standard album track list was 12. So we've got 12 now. And so some of them I wrote, some of them he wrote, some of them Alvy King wrote, and this one was the Dave Roush special, and so it's going to be a good mixture. And I like how you guys you know, talk about coastal Americana, because a lot of it is coastal, but you know, some of it is just Americana. I mean, Dollar Store Superman, the song, that's an Americana song.
Yeah.
You know, there's very beach stuff in there, but it still fits. And I'm really excited about it. I'm hoping we can finish it this summer and have it out soon.
Yeah, well, that's something I recognized a long time ago was the you know, if you just kind of go after trop rock music, you're kind of cheating yourself out of some other good music, right? So even the trop rock artists, they have other music that, but they won't send it because they think maybe that wouldn't fit into the genre of the station or whatever. So, you know, when the hippie chick and I, you know, changed it to coastal Americana, that kind of opened the door. And the truth is, like I told you the other day, we didn't change anything. We've always had jazz and blues and rock and a little bit of reggae and everything else into the station. You know,
folksy.
Yeah, but from a marketing standpoint, it really changed the perspective of how potential sponsors looked at us. You know, so.
Yeah.
Well, listen. Let's go ahead and play the song. I'm gonna put you back into the green room. We'll play the song, and then we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit more about this particular one. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right, here we go. Joe Rich, everybody. Beach Please.
The boss said, son, you're gonna come undone if you don't get some R&R. He said, you know I'm right, man, you're a sight. You need to get back in your car. So I drove all day and half the night. Told myself, you know, the boss man was right. Now it's palm trees and a cool ocean breeze and a tiki bar that's on my mind. Beach please, just get away from me. Beach please, just get me to the Florida Keys. Beach please, I need to feel that ocean breeze. Got there on Monday and I booked a room. I was looking for a place to unwind. Walking through the tiki, some girls were acting freaky. They were looking for a tiki good time. A woman walked up and said, are you alone? I really need someone to buy me some drinks. I said, yes, I'm alone. I just got off the road and now I'm face to face with Jar Jar Binks. Beach please, just get away from me. Beach please, just get me to the Florida Keys. Beach please, I need to feel that ocean breeze. She said, I thought you were hot, I'm sorry you're not. Don't know what you're missing right here. I said, think I do, and if it's alright with you, I'd really rather just drink my beer. Well, I got up to leave just as fast as I could, and now this woman's hot on my heels. She was screaming and yelling and calling me names. She didn't know that I was hell on wheels. Beach please, just get away from me. Beach please, where'd I put those damn car keys? Beach please, I need to feel that ocean breeze. Then all of a sudden an angel walked in and I knew that it was all over now. We started laughing at each other, it was clear to see that I was eager for a quick way out. She was long and lean in a lemon lime bikini and driving me on out of my mind. But she was laughing at this woman who was yelling at me, and what she said made me spit red wine. She said, beach please, better stay away from my man. Beach please, you dress like a garbage can. Beach please, you got such a nice ballroom town. Beach please, go back to the sausage stand. Beach please, where did I put my car keys? Beach please, maybe ask the old barkeep. Beach please, just get away from me. Beach please.
That's a funny song.
There we go. Beach please. Yeah, absolutely. It is a funny song. Got a little bit of a twist there in it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it tells a little story, and you got a plot twist in the bridge. I love that. You know,
Yeah.
that was one of the things that drew me to it. Dave sent me that song a few months ago, and there were two songs he sent me, and that one I was like, Wayne, you got to hear this. You got to hear the song. I was like, we got to record this. Like, let's see if Dave will let us record it. And he was like, you can take it, go ahead. And we just, that's how it all happened. But yeah, I loved the story of it and just the feel of it. It was awesome.
So do you kind of lean towards a storytelling song, or is it, just something about something?
I usually don't. So this is kind of a departure for me. I'm not very good at the storytelling type stuff. I grew up with a whole eclectic mixture of music that I got into: Beatles, Beach Boys. Then I was into Metallica and all this stuff. So a lot of stuff is stream of consciousness. But obviously when you deal with Jimmy Buffett and his all the branches that he put out there, a lot of it is storytelling.
Yeah.
And so this is right in that wheelhouse. So yeah, that's not one of my strengths usually. So I really liked that there was a narrative here.
Well, Jimmy really got big whenever he started, when the winter time was over. He would start his tour up north because people were just waiting for, the snow to thaw and all that stuff, and he was really the first one to kind of do that thing, and of course, bringing the beach with him, So, I mean, do you have a favorite beach of your own?
Yeah. My favorite beach is Nantasket Beach. It's in Hull, Massachusetts. And it's about 35, 40 minutes from me. So it's not the closest beach to me, but it's the one that I have a lot of childhood memories about. My mom used to take me and my sister there on Saturdays. And, in Massachusetts, there's a lot of rocky beaches. And so I never really liked those. This one it's got smooth sand and it had good waves. And, it's got like a boardwalk with all kinds of attractions and restaurants and stuff. So I always gravitated to that one. And I actually saw a shark there one time. There was like a baby sand shark that came really close to the shore. And the lifeguard there said it was sick or was dying or something. So they said it wasn't going to hurt us. And then, us being stupid kids, we were like jumping over it, and one kid picked it up. Leave it alone.
Yeah, maybe the shark's like me. You're like, listen, don't be messing with me, all right? I may not bite you, but, I've got one more bite in me, so.
Yeah, that was, there were a whole lot of fun times at Nantasket Beach. So that's definitely mine. And I love what you were talking about with Jimmy, because that was how I first got really hooked on him. It was the depths of January, and I was like really, really cold and depressed. And I went for a drive, and I went to Best Buy, which is back then they actually sold CDs. This was a long time ago, but I was just cruising the CD aisle, and I saw "Take the Weather with You," and it was Jimmy's album, and that was the first one I ever bought, and I was like, I love this, and that was, then it just went from there, and I got everything. Well,
it's the whole escapism thing, and that's when people ask me about the radio station, that's what I say. Well, it's all about escapism. It's people come to us to get away from all the craziness in the world, and it's a place to escape, and that's what Jimmy Buffett was all about as well.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, and that's where the trop rock stuff is magical, because it can take you temporarily from where you are, and make you realize there are better things, there are positive things that that are out there, and it's beautiful.
Now, for anybody up in that area, do you play locally? Do you have a place that you play at, or you just yeah, okay.
So I am doing the Dedham Porch Fest Saturday the 21st. I'll be there. Me and my friend Eric Myers are going to be playing with John O'Connor. We'll be on my porch, actually. So there are a whole bunch of locations for the Dedham Porch Fest, but we'll be there at 6 p.m. And then August 9th, I'm going to be playing at Pizzeria Uno's in Dedham with Eric, and that will be a Saturday night, so that'll be a lot of fun, too.
Okay. The Dedham Porch Festival, what is that?
So they do these fun events every year. It's an annual thing where musicians will play on people's porches. So if you own a house with a porch, you can book the musician for that day, and then people will get a map of all the different musicians that are playing and the times, and they can walk around.
Wow.
And see
that's fun. That sounds like
really
a great
fun
time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that before. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a really fun event. The only thing is, every year that we've done it, the weather has been extreme. So, like the first year it was like hot as blazes. The second year it rained like it was like a monsoon. The third year it rained, but it was okay. So I'm guessing this week it's probably going to snow.
Tough gig, man. Tough gig. Yeah. Well, for those of you, and when will the rest of the music be released that's on the album?
Well, I've been working with Wayne. We've done 2 sessions, so we've got about 2/3 of it done. We're trying to get a 3rd session in by the end of this month, and then my hope is that we can release it right around the same time that we released Flight Risk. Hopefully, right around Labor Day weekend. At that time, that's my hope. So, stay tuned. We'll hopefully get it out by then.
Sounds good, man. Well, when you do, make sure you send it over to us, and we'll get it into the station. What we normally do is have a new song list that's in the station, and it goes out there and grabs that new song. That way, a new song doesn't get buried into a radio station. Goes out and grabs it and gives it the attention that it needs. So when you do get them done, make sure you send them over to me. And if people want to follow you or buy your music, where do they go?
Well, the good thing is about my online presence. Everything is just Joe Rich Music. So if you're looking for me on Instagram, it's just Joe Rich Music. That's the handle for Facebook. I'm on X, if anybody's still on that. And then I'm also on TikTok, which is pretty good. YouTube is Joe Rich Music. So that you just type that in. It's all one word, and you can find me pretty much anywhere. I'm on Spotify and all those platforms too. But if you can follow me on any of those, and I'd certainly appreciate it.
Well, buddy, we appreciate you being on the show today, and we are big supporters of the independent singers, songwriters, and we do anything we can to help you out. So if you got an announcement or anything like that, send it to us, and we'll get the word out for you.
Well, thank you guys so much, and I love what you do. I love your station. I love your show, and I hope you feel better. And have fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, I hate that I'm not on my game as much today, but it's because all these people here have been mean to me all morning long. So, I'm just doing.
It would be nice to you, too. That would be.
Yeah. All right, man. We're going to let you fly. I appreciate you being on the show, and great job. And tell Wayne we said hi, and we'll see you down the road, okay?
That sounds good. Thank you, guys.
All right. There we go. Joe Rich, everybody. And it's really cool to have independent artists that